Hey, what is up guys, MixelPlx here. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys an updated method to do Order of Souls efficiently and also make millions of gold and a crap ton of reputation. So before we get into this video, if you enjoy the content, make sure you hit that subscribe button, leave me a comment down below, which would be much appreciated if you're going to test this method. And if you do test it out, let me know how efficient it is for you if you're just starting out or if you're an experienced player looking to get some gold or reputation on the board. So to start things off, you guys know what it is. We're going to grab supplies from both the merchant and the shipwright. Now we've went ahead and did just that. We also have voted the Order of Souls emissary flag, which is located right here. Now just to go ahead and debunk this real quick, because I see this from a lot of new players. Emissary flags, even once you get to grade 5, you are not visible on the map. Let me go ahead and repeat that. You are not visible on the map. The only way you are visible on the map is if there is a grade 5 Reaper on the server. Alright, so when there is a grade 5 Reaper on the server, they can see any emissary on the map. Now, if you choose to not do an emissary flag, obviously you can fly under the radar and no one will ever know you're over there unless they go to that biome. Keep that in mind. That's the only time you're ever going to be visible to anybody. Otherwise, once you hit grade 5, you're still just another flag. People have to come within render to see you. Alright, so let's go ahead and jump on our boat and I'll explain what voyage we're going to be doing here. Now, for those who don't know, I have an obsession with the roar lately. When you're doing PvE content and you're looking to get the maximum amount of return for your time, the roar just is the best. So we're going to be doing an Ashen medley of Order of Souls voyages. Okay. Now the role you're going to want to start off with, mind you, you're also going to want to die for this, is you're going to want Ruby's Fall for your Ghost Fleet. You're either going to want your Skeleton Lord or your Try of Captains at Fetchers and Flintlock Peninsula. So we have 3 different islands here. We have Fetchers, Flintlock, Rubies. So our Ghost Fleet is at Ruby's Fall. We're going to go ahead and just scrap that now. We're going to completely ignore Ruby's Fall. We're going to start at Fetchers, do this one first, then we're going to do Flintlock as well. Once we do the one at Flintlock, we're going to immediately cancel, revote, and then we should, in theory, get Devil's Thirst and Ashen Reaches, and if we don't, we can keep re-rolling. But basically, we're trying to force our voyages to the southern part of the map in the roar. So let's go ahead and set sail. Let's get some supplies here. Some of these, you never know. And let's go ahead and set sail and head to the Devil's Roar. Alright, so we are at the northeast part of the map. We have Fetchers right here. Now we have to go ahead and kind of just start off. I think it's going to be over on that side of the map. So luckily when you do these voyages, it does search you. It seems to be like the most northern part, so pretty cool. Look at that, we got Chesasaurus. A little pro tip here, if you come into Fetchers, this little area right here typically has, for some reason, it always has a rowboat. So if you do come here, this is a good place to get yourself some rowboat supplies, or maybe a cannon row if you're lucky. Alright, because we're in the roar, we're going to actually drop our anchor here. Now the key to doing this and hanging out in the roar is the moment you get any tremors. Personally, I like to get on the boat just because you never know if it's your time for everything to explode. So let's see, what do we have here? Is this a skull? What's another trident? Whoa. That's huge, actually. So we're going to actually keep these. So now if you can get tridents, I highly recommend you do that. Now, because we're in the war, the AI should die just to geysers alone. It makes it super, super easy. But we're going to keep an eye on this. And if it explodes, but we'll have plenty of time to get to our ship and get out of here, basically. Got ourselves an Ashen Dark Bounty Skull, so just like the war with everything else, there is an Ashen variant to all the new loot, which is really, really cool. Just like that, instantly kill the captain. Now we're just gonna kite these over to the geysers real quick, make this quick. And boom. We have triple skulls, literally with like literally no effort. Like if we really wanted to, I could have probably saved that trident. But I did want to show off that yes, tridents are very good for PvE. Alright, so from each set of captains, you get 2 of these and 1 corrupted bounty skull. Now, the next thing we're going to go do is we're going to be going to Phillock Peninsula and killing the Skeleton Lord, which is going to be on the Burning Skull Grave to the northeast. So we're going to go ahead, raise our anchor, and head on over there. Ooh, kind of a bonus here, actually. If you hear these, do them. You can solo red statues now. They're very simple to do, and because tridents are really OP on them, tridents aren't too bad to keep, but you can also do these with weapons. You're just going to need some food to heal the damage from the statue, and also depending on the depth of the statue, from drowning as well. So from there we got 2 red. Now that at grade 5 is not a bad little catch. So we're actually going to go ahead and pull these up. We'll re-anchor. Now again, I know people are going to say, Mix, why do you anchor your boat? Dude, we're in the roar, and the seismic activity constantly shuffles your boat around. So this is kind of a needed thing, unfortunately. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and clear out all these waves. Oh! Gotta be careful here. Now, if you want to go lazy mode, you can let the guys just do all the hard work. Again, I prefer just to bring out a sword. But the geysers, like I said before, they are basically the reason why this is such an easy mode that anybody can really honestly do. All I gotta do is just kite them over to geysers. Say on one side, if you need a block, you can. In this case, we're a little too close for it, but you get the idea. You can pretty much just let the island do all the work for you while you just sit back and relax and enjoy free loot. Alright, so boss finally spawned. We're gonna go ahead and now you can use your cannons if you would like to here. It's actually really easy. But for the sake of this, we're gonna go ahead and use double barrel pistol. And just like that, we got a 3-piece. Now, as you can see, now from the regular biome, you get the ships, the relic, or the little bewitching doll and stuff like that. The Roar has their own relics as well, which is really cool. Not only did we get 3 different kind of relics, which is actually kind of nuts. We also got a skull as well, which is actually very good. What is this? I think an Ashen Corrupted Skull. Not too bad. So that's 4 pieces of guaranteed loot, which is also going to be at a higher yield than your regular pieces of stuff as well. So now that we got that loot, we're going to go ahead and harpoon all of it real fast. All right, so we have all of the loot on board. This is what we got from 2 pieces already. It's looking already pretty good. Now that we completed the captains and the skeleton lord, we have the ghost fleet. Now, like I said before, we're going to cancel. We're going to vote. Sail to location. And it should give us Ruby's Fall, Devil's Thirst. Devil's Thirst for our fleet. So this is not what we're wanting. So we're going to go ahead and scrap that. Do it again. All right, so it took about 10 rerolls, but we got our Ghost Fleet at Ashen Reaches. We got our Devil's Thirst, Skeleton Lord, which is going to put us just down here where we want to go. And we got our Tri-Captains at Ruby. So we'll go to Ruby's real quick, go over there, and then we'll head over to Devil's Thirst for our second bit of the voyage. Dang, already grade 4? That is pretty nuts. Jeez. Alright, here we go. Alright, let's run these down to the boat. All in all, pretty quick and easy so far. Nothing really too crazy. We haven't really had any of the island stuff really erupting. Like I think we had like what, one tremor so far. But all in all, I mean, this has been relatively carefree the whole time, which is good. I do recommend though, if you're coming out to the Roar, I really do recommend getting supplies ahead of time. Primarily wood and food, and even cannonballs to that degree. Mostly because the Roar doesn't have a lot of barrels. If you're like me and you want to be flush for food and not have to worry about it, one C4 run is usually enough for things such as this. All right, so our next step is going to be over at Devil's Thirst for the next bit. So let's head on over. This is going to be a little bit more of a trek because we have to go super far south here. But let's go ahead and head on, I believe is it south from here? Southwest. Now, we actually found these out in the wild, so the new part of the guide and what I cannot emphasize enough is do not pick up message in the bottles. Coral bottles, message in the bottles. If you're looking to do this method the right way, just don't pick these up. For some odd reason, when you pick up message in the bottles, coral bottles, or emissary quests, it messes up the voyage stacking and basically like soft resets at the moment you complete one. So obviously do what you want to at the end of the day. If you don't really care, just pick them up, do them. But if you're looking to island stack and kind of keep doing these on repeat as much as you can, that is how you do it. And for some reason, message in the bottles and all those other ones that I listed are they're an issue, unfortunately. So all right, there we go. We got our second Lord kill. Not bad. Let's grab these, put these here. And just from doing 4 of these, we got grade 5 pretty much instantly. Now, again, I'm not going to go ahead and say it now. If you wanted to go ahead and turn in, obviously that is your prerogative. You do what you feel safe. Don't stack loot if you can't defend it. Considering how quick it is to get grade 5, I'd almost, if you want to be low-key under the radar, I wouldn't even vote up an emissary flag until you're ready to bank. But if you are ready to bank, obviously you keep this running, bank when you need to. But don't pick up the emissary quest. That is the biggest freaking thing. If you can, sell at sovereigns so you don't accidentally sell. I've had a few people in my chat say like, dude, I accidentally picked up the emissary quest and they completely messed everything up. All right, we're going to cancel real quick. And hopefully we get what we need. Ruby's Fall. Ashen Reaches for the Skeleton Lord, and Ashen Reaches for and this is what we're looking for. We have double at Ashen Reaches. Ruby's Fall is our third, and so it begins. So we have this one located on to the west of the island, and this is to the South Cave Bone Shrine, which is kind of a bad spot, but we'll make do with it. Luckily, I believe from there we can drag the boss out. So we'll actually park on the south side, do that first. We're going to do this for a couple of hours and see how things progress. We're going to see how things go, and I'll try to give you guys just a decent outlook on this new method and why this is so good. So I'll see you guys in a few hours once we get some more loot on board. So I did about 2 hours, roughly just about 2 hours. And so far, this is what we end up getting. I think I only found 1 Ashen Guardian so far. Not too bad. But this is, I mean, This is pretty good. It would have gone a lot faster, but I ran out of fire bombs and food started to become a problem. Again, I do recommend if you plan on doing this, try to at least either fish or just go do one sea fort before you do dive, because food is kind of a problem in this area. But there we are. That's a decent amount of loot for the time spent. Again, none of this was really that hard. A lot of the time when it comes to the skeleton lords, you can basically leash them over to the ocean, and you can just use cannons, and that's makes it super simple. We're gonna go ahead on over to Morrow's outpost, and we're gonna bank all this loot, and we'll see just how much we get from this quick little hole here. All right, there we go. And now the fun begins. And that is the last vessel, so let's go ahead and take a look. So this is going to be just under 2 hours of work. Let's take a look here. Let's cancel that out real quick. This session, so final tally is 352, 954,000. Again, that's really solid for 18 quests completed. That's roughly what is it, 6 resets? So again, not bad. So there you guys have it. That is our Order of Souls method. Reminder, do not pick up bottles, do not pick up coral bottles or emissary quests if you're looking to do the island stack method and do it correctly. For some reason, those 3 items messed it up. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to hit that subscribe button, help us out quite a bit. It would be huge. Also, leave me a comment down below if this method worked out for you guys. I'm actually curious to see what you guys are getting per hour as well. But all in all, this was really quick, very fast. Again, huge shout outs to Vic for sharing this method with me. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one.